I could tell. I'm like, that was like the only other thing I think that could have been implemented a little bit more. But okay, Sora Peach.
It said Mewtwo, but he's going Peach.
All right, let's see what happens. So Kurama sticking it out with Sora in this matchup. Does Kurama still main Mario, or is it just?
Yeah, he's still Mario.
Okay.
But I got
These are two very aerial characters.
66%. Thank you for playing. This, you're not in Disneyland anymore. This is Nintendo Land, which is a real thing actually. Nintendo Land is a real thing. All right, cool. So
Okay, just trying to get confirmation.
a little bit too soon on that forward tilt after the trap from Fair 2.
Ooh, and that would have been all over with that back air right there.
Blizzard on deck, very strong.
Okay.
All right, really strong lead right now in percent for
Oh,
Jimrude.
just crispy. Nothing but crispiness for the whole night.
I respect it. If that fireball would have hit, it possibly would have killed. Like right there, you should have just countered again. Honestly, you already went for it. Should have just did it again. I think the differences of landing the counters are going to do a lot here for Jimrude because racking the damage is already taking place. The kill confirms and counter hits are going to be like the
I've
thing
seen
here.
people use the counter as a really great head guarding tool, even like because it just sends them flying.
Did he bait that, or was that just a situation? I can't even tell. Oh, block that if you want to. Yeah, you did.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's just one of those things.
That is genius.
Yeah, Sora's air mobility mixed with the counter that pretty much hits like almost no matter what. Oh, you're taking a lot of damage for this, my friend. 60%. Every time Jimrude touches touches Kurama right now at low percent, it has resulted in 60 at the beginning of this set. That's crazy. Slight whiff on the grab, but no punish there. A little slow to react.
Is he doing a 0% combo on him?
The first one was. The other one was a little bit higher. I think it was like between 10 and 20 or something like that. But either way, it resulted in 60. The first one was definitely from 0. The second one there still resulted in 60. Yeah! Stage spike, good tech. If it hit out, I think it would have killed right there, right? That was pretty strong. Okay, what's the punish going to be? Okay. So, Kurama feeling very comfortable with swinging back on the way up. Oh! That was a smart charge, but did not let go
gone
swing.
either way right there.
Punishing. So that's the cool thing about those target combos from either Nair or Fair. They are pretty fast to recover on landing, and you can fast fall out of them. So it's like even if you juggle someone with only 2 hits of whatever, wherever the person tries to land or what. Did you see the 3 bears in half a second? That was fast. Yo, that float cancels was ridiculous. But yeah, pretty much those options out of those auto combos from the air, target combos, whatever, was mad strong.
It looks like he's just like doing stretches.
But yeah, even now, like it allowed Kurama to even it up and like to pretty much not mince words. Kurama was behind and he evened it up like immediately. So let's see. Okay.
I mean, all night those back
that-
airs have been landing.
So right there, I think once people get more comfortable with fighting against Thunder, which is one of, in my opinion, if not the strongest projectile out of the 3 because of the ledge trapping capabilities, I think people need to understand that what you really need to do, especially if you have a counter against a Sora that's using it on the way back, you need to use your counter out because it's going to like pretty much invalidate it. People are respecting it because it's a multi-hitbox projectile, but at the same time, it's like people are not, you know, it seems like people aren't just familiar or confident enough to, like right there, that's a punish. As long as you get past either the first, you are risking life because he can still kill you. Smart, smart.
It seems that they're able to both do that to each other if they try to recover that way.
Yeah, because both of their recoveries are going to consist of hitboxes regardless. So as long as they time their counters properly, I think, like I said, like that's going to be the thing that determines a lot of either damage or stocks in this game, and it's going to be very much so like it's going to be the determining factor because they're both playing neutral exceptionally well. But what they got going on is just like it's just more a matter of like, hey, am I going to counter you or are you going to counter me? Oh, he's not messing with it. He went straight to over-reliable, and I respect it. All right, so Mario Peach. Oh, I don't know how to play this game. I'd imagine it can be relatively difficult depending on who gets started, but it's also like Peach can still ledge trap and enter Mario pretty well, but Mario has really strong and dependable. Oh, God! 109! See? I told you I wasn't tripping. But at the same time, now you gotta hold. Oh, it didn't even matter, brother. It didn't even matter. Thank you for
Sorry,
playing.
Peach. This isn't a date with Mario out at the carnival.
There was no reason for him to be that wild, that fast.
It's just like that was probably the most technical gimp I've seen in a long time.
Seriously, 2 capes in it. Yeah, the combo and then converting that combo into a kill. Both of these players just did something mad wild in less than 10 seconds of the first game. To be honest, like that was like something to watch. Oh, yeah, you did. Just let it go. Yeah, we got the over-reliable out, so this one is much more convincing. Back throw, not gonna kill just yet. Pretty okay kill throw, but not the strongest in the game. So it'll do the job at like 200 like now, but in general it can be DI'd pretty well most of the time, or pretty easily most of the time. Dash attack killing.
At 200%.
So Jimrude could get another combo off, but this time actually needs to kill off of it. Missed the regrab right there. See, the land sharking right here happening from Kurama is just a lot more consistent. You are in trouble. You're dead. Yeah. You ate 2 up airs, you DI'd out, and then that was it. So that's the old reliable right there. We've seen this time and time again.
1-1.
Coming through from the Fox boy. I didn't know Kurama was old enough to know about Yu Yu Hakusho. That's dope, man. I'm glad people don't forget the classics. That's fire. Yeah.
Yu Yu Hakusho is classic.
Oh, word? Hey, I love it. Either way, I'm with it. As long as people never let the flame die out, man. That's all I ask for. Cause I watched it. I started watching it when I was a kid too. But that was like in 99, 2000. Whatever it was. Yeah. It was like 99, 2000. That was like a while back. I was like 5. I was like 4 or 5 years old, staying up watching Adult Swim.
Yep.
All right, let's see. Game 3, best of 5 between Jimrude and Kurama. Sora? Okay, bold choice. So he's like, you know what?
He put the name Kyrie.
Yeah.
You know.
It's like I proved that I could, that I could end the set if I wanted to, but I'm gonna challenge it. It's a local. This is what the top players do. They go with their new picks, their new characters. They try to iron them out with a bunch of different matches and matchups. So we can see what happened because Jimrude a lot more comfortable with.
You're thinking that he's picking Sora. He's just honing it right now.
Yeah, I definitely think this is definitely the development mode for Kurama's Sora because it's the same period of time for everybody. Kurama's super capable as a player in general, but as we've seen with his over-reliable, you got Mario out. He can pretty much do the job if he wants to. But to get Sora to that point, you gotta put the time. He's been playing Mario for the past 2 games since he was like 10, 11. I remember he started playing like when he was like in elementary school. He was like 10. He was literally 10, learning how to play Smash Brothers from some of NorCal's best. So it's like that kind of time is not going to come within the span of a month of a brand new character, new to the series on top of that. Because there's no legacy, like anything about Sora. All his stuff and setups are going to come from just the time you're going to put in. And this is where you do that against players like Jimrude, players like, whoever else wants to show up and, show out. So Jimrude going his main and definitely going to be able to show the real potential punishes and the damage and the way to get out of traps and setups.
And
but
get
not
the force, man.
Not if you run into that. Dang. Damage. Landing traps. You can't get out. Thank you for 72, see? That's the benefit of like Sora's aerials and his floatiness. It's like, yes, it takes a little bit of time for him to get started in the air, but once he's up there, you pretty much have to respect it, especially if you're in disadvantage. It's crazy. Yeah, that was the manual. Yeah, that was the manual timing on this ID. That was really good. Or the manual input, sorry. No drag down? Okay. So that's a very common tactic when I say drag down when it comes to either, especially fair and neutral air. You can do like the first 2 hits and then either fast fall down and wait for someone to land, or if you hit some characters, like it'll drag them down, especially like big bodies. But on floaties, okay, didn't kill. Looks like he didn't take all that counter, so it's not too bad. Edge guard situation, ledge trap. What's it gonna do?
He's trying to keep that edge guard in the way.
I like that. I like that. I like that short hop Z drop. That was smart. Sora is definitely.
I mean, he seems to be like anti-edge guarding, but he just seems like he's just throwing his vegetables.
Okay, so this game is definitely still winnable for Jimrude because we've seen the potential for a combo at 0. And the only thing at that point is to not let it go. Okay, fighting back allows for the air catch on the item, and that right there is what I mean. If you can react, or if you just read properly that they're gonna go for the thunder, it's very punishable if you get past the first hit. He has to stay in that animation. No time! Tipper fair or forward tilt.
Knockback.
Alright, so game 3 going to Kurama. See, the adaptation's there, but now we're gonna see if there's gonna be an adaptation to that adaptation, because Jimrude's had to fight 2 different characters now. So whatever Kurama picks, Jimrude has had his taste of both. But the question is going to be, no matter what Kurama sticks with or whatever Kurama bans, how is Jimrude going to respond? That's what we're going to be looking at now. Okay. I mean, stick with the peach. I'm not going to front.
Color change.
Yeah, I was like, stick with the peach. Like, this peach could definitely go the full distance in this set and win. It's just more a matter of like completing the edge guards and making sure that the regrabs are no longer being missed. As long as the punishes stay on point, just like how we saw in the first 10 seconds of that other game, like Jimrude could be killing like within seconds of a touch. All right, nice recovery. Oh,
Characters both comfortable being up in the air, deep underneath the stage, wherever they need to be.
good punish. 83%. That did not kill, but I definitely thought it would. This is going to kill. No, he didn't go for it. Okay.
Maybe he just wasn't confident at 100%.
I like it. You're going to have to hold that. Okay, good DI out. Got away from the vegetable beatdown. Okay.
I noticed there's not a heavy rush down from Pete.
Jimrude had literally just went forward. That was a stop. Because that fair was the proper choice. It was just the spacing that was off.
Okay, after this game, you want to do a factory swap? Yeah, that's great.
Okay. Man.
Nice dodge. Staying
Good
under
up
that
tilt.
platform. Getting some damage.
Oh, my bad.
That was dope. I don't know what happened, but that was dope.
And we're back.
Someone got hit, and then we went to Mementos. That was crazy. Okay. Okay.
Ooh, he used
Turn
it
to
in the
punish.
air.
That's going to send him on the stage. He can still recover, but he's got some of the best recovery in the game. That might be the best recovery, honestly. Like,
His thunder move does not go through the platforms if you use it in the air.
nice punish. All right, so this is the adaptation taking full effect. Kurama sitting at a $148, looking pretty confident most of the way. Jimrude just needing to pretty much got to tighten up in a few different ways. It's a lot of like Kurama getting like the delayed follow-ups off of like this, like ledge, not ledge trapping, but landing trapping him. Attacking with dash attack on shield, kind of going for more desperate moves, which is getting him killed. And took 75.
Beautiful trade. Wonder if he respects the trade.
I'm taking this vegetable. No, you're not. Counter that. Get off me. I have my vegetables. It was a Beyond Burger. You're dead. Oh, he's alive. Nice.
There we go.
I like that set, though.
Hey, thanks for having me on, guys.
Yeah, of course. Son of a Gundam. Appreciate you. Thank you. It was good talking with you.
I'll definitely be back next week.
Right on.
Yeah, I'll live here in Roseville. I'll see you guys again for sure.
Of course. Take it easy, bro. Man. But yeah, that adaptation definitely sat in, but it's weird that it came after the Mario game. I thought he was going to stick it out like pretty much the whole way through. But, you know, Ace. I wouldn't mind doing commentary for a major at one point. I did PM at one point, but I haven't done anything since like 2016. I don't even think people only people who see me show up at locals even know who I am. So I'm not trying to like show up and like take somebody's like job or spot or whatever from folks that work hard on stuff like that. If I happen to show up at something, it'd be nice, but I'm definitely not trying to take nobody's spot. I let the real be real. That's